place you will start seeing if everything is in order.
ushobora gusanga umuntu avuye ku marembo
You may see someone coming from the gates.
akahabona umufuniko w'icupa rya fanta.
He may see a cup of the cover of the soda.
hakaba hari umuheha ariko agatambuka ibyo bintu byose akabinyuraho akagenda akinjira mu bivu.
But he passes. He will know everything that is around.
Iyo nsohotse mu gitondo
When I come out of my house in the morning,
mu rugo
or when I reach at home,
nyura aho menyereye kunyura ndahindura akanyura ahandi.
I may pass through different gates or different
iyo
ways.
bukeye mu gitondo menya ahantu hari ubushishi butambuka buriho bugenda hafi y'inzu.
And the next day I will know where dirtiness is.
Kabiyo mbabwira ati ariko hano hari udushishi turimo tugenda.
And I may say that insects that are here.
Mu bantu bashaje kandi bafite n'amaso matoya nanjye mfite amaso matoya.
I am among all the people who have small
ariko amaso
eyes.
yanjye abona n'udushishi turimo
But
tugenda.
my eyes can't even see insects that are passing.
Ni ukuvuga iki?
What does it mean?
Ni ukuvuga ngo iyo uri mu rugo
When you are in your home,
ugomba kwitegereza ibintu bishoboka.
you must look around, you must check everything.
Kwitegereza ukavuga nta hantu hareka amazi, ahantu hari ntabwo hasa neza, ahantu hari umwanda umeze gutya ushobora kwangiza.
You may say that the place is dirty and it may damage some things.
Kubera iki ubitekereza gutya?
Why will you think in that way?
Je hari aho nabyigiye.
I have learned it from somewhere.
Nabyigiye ku babyeyi
I learned
abasaza.
it from my parents, old
Nitegereza uko
people.
abasaza bakora.
I will observe how they used to
Ariko
walk,
ntabwo nari nzi yuko ibintu bakora nanje mbyiga.
but I didn't know that I was learning.
Kuko narabirebaga ariko ntabwo nari nzi ko niga ibyo bakora.
Because I would observe, not intending to learn.
Ko nabirebaga ariko nkumva bitandeba atari ibyanjye.
I would only observe them, but I would think that that was not my concern.
Ariko igihe carageze nsanga bya bintu nanjye birandeba.
But time came when I started knowing that it was also my responsibility.
Kuvuka kare ni ibintu byango.
And I found that waking up early is very essential.
Kandi waduka kare ukitegereza ugatembera ukareba.
You wake up and then you take a walk, you look around.
Iyo ugiye mu kazi kawe ugomba kureba ukamenya ibintu byose bimeze neza n'ibitameze neza.
When you are going in your workplace, you must check everything if it is in order or not.
No kuvuga ngo nditegereza.
So I take the time to observe things.
Kandi ngatekereza.
And I also take the time to think.
No kuvuga ngo gutekereza.
So which means that thinking,
utekereza ku bintu ushinzwe
you think of your responsibilities. I said that there are things that I must do.
Iyo mbitekereje uburyo Yesu yakoraga.
When I think of how Jesus used to work,
ubuzima bwa Yesu n'ubuzima bwari butangaje.
the life of Jesus is an amazing life.
Iyo ugeze i Galilaya,
when you reach in Galilee,
hari aho bakubwira ati Yesu akiri akana gatoya.
There is a place where they tell that when Jesus was very young,
yakoraga utuntu tudasanzwe.
he used to do amazing things.
Nimba ariho akina n'abandi bana agahita akora akantu kagahita kaba igitangaza.
When he would be playing with other kids, he would do something that would become a miracle.
No kuvuga ngo nimba ariho akina,
so if he is playing, when kids are playing,
hari ukuntu bakora impapuro bakazitera hejuru zikaguruka zikamera nk'inyoni.
Sometimes they craft papers and they are like making them to fly.
Kakubwira ngo ubuzima bwa Yesu akiri umwana n'ubundi bwari ubuzima bw'ibitangaza.
And they say that the life of Jesus was a life of miracles.
Iwe yakoraga ibitangaza kandi akiri akana gato.
He used to perform miracles even when he was still a kid.
Icyo bishatse kuvuga ni iki?
What is the meaning of that?
Nuvuga ngo n'ubundi yari umukozi.
It means that he was a hard-working man.
Yafataga umwanya wo kuruhuka gusa atarimo akora.
He did not take the time on it to rest, but he would be very hard-working. There are otherwise people, hard-working men that I have found. In Chinese, I found hard-working men. And what I learned from them is that they work and sometimes they don't where they work. So they don't have in their break time. He eats, he
kandi
takes his meal,
akarya ari no mu kazi.
he takes his meal as well as working.
Yarangiza igihe ategereje abakiriya kugira ngo baze kumugurira,
When he is waiting for the customers to come,
aba afite indi mirimo, utundi tuntu ari hakora.
he is also busy doing other things.
Ni ukuvuga ngo ategereje ko abantu baza kugura,
So he is waiting for customers or clients to
ariko aba
come,
afite ibindi bintu arimo adoda, ibindi bintu arimo akora ari aho ngaho.
but he is also busy crafting or doing other things.
Noneho nitegereje nsanga ubuzima bwabo n'ubuzima bwo gukora.
So I found that they are hardworking men.
Ntabwo bo bakora ikintu kimwe gusa.
They don't just do one thing.
Iyo ari muri pause, ni ukuvuga ngo pause ye ni ukuvuga ngo hari ikindi kintu arimo akora ako kanya.
So he is doing something during his break time.
Nsanga hari abantu bazi gukora,
And I found that there are people who know how
hari
to work
abantu
hard.
bakunda gukora badakunda kwicara gusa batafite icyo barimo bakora.
We have hardworking men.
Ubuzima bwa Yesu
So the life of Jesus
bwari ubuzima bwo gukora igihe yari ku isi.
was a life of working when he was still living.
Natwe igihe dufite
So the time we have
ni igihe cyo gukora,
is a time of
kandi
working.
tugakoresha igihe cyacu neza.
And we use the best of it. We
Muri
use
iyi
our
minsi
time
hari
well.
ikindi kintu nize,
There is something that I
hari umuntu
learned.
twaganiriye arambwira ngo hari amasaha menshi.
There is someone I talked to and he told me that there are many hours.
Arambwira ngo amasaha y'umunsi,
The hours of the day.
basabe babaze namwe numve nimba namwe muyazi. Umunsi ugira amasaha angahe?
How many hours does a day have?
Je muri iyi minsi nibwo nayamenye,
I have just realized it
numvise
In
umuntu arimo ayavuga.
a few days ago.
Umunsi ugira amasaha angahe?
How many hours does a day have?
24.
24 hours.
Ni ukuvuga ngo umunsi ufite amasaha 24.
So in a day we have 24 hours.
Noneho
And
hari ikintu yanigishije,
there is something that he taught me.
yagabanije amasaha
He divided the hours.
amasaha 8 yo gukora,
He said that there are 8 hours of working,
amasaha 8 yo kuryama,
8 hours of resting.
hasigaye ngahe?
How many hours left?
Amasaha 8 yo gukora, amasaha 8 yo gusinzira.
8 hours of working and 8 hours of resting. How many hours left?
Abaye 10 nangahe? N'atandatu.
16 hours in total.
Hasigaye ngahe?
How many hours left?
Andi masaha?
8 hours.
Noneho aya masaha 8
And then he said that for the remaining 8 hours,
narayashakishije nsanga na amasaha atagira gahunda.
I found that there is nothing that we do during that time.
Na amasaha
8 hours
abantu bagira yo gukora amakosa,
that people spend doing evil things or doing
ngo nta
mistakes.
musaruro ubamo. Ayo ni amasaha yo
They don't just do anything in that time.
kuganira ibintu bidafite akamaro.
These are 8 hours of speaking of orgies,
ibintu bidafite icyo byinjiza mu rugo.
things that cannot benefit you.
Aya masaha nje nahise nyashakisha ndeba ikintu nayakoramo.
And then I thought of what I can do during that time.
Nayasanzemo ibintu byinshi.
And I found that there are many things that we can do.
Aya masaha 8
During the
narayashakishije ndeba
8
aho aba.
hours, I looked for them
Sanga umuntu yayabyaza umusaruro.
and I found that we can do
Umuntu
the best
yabikora
in
nk'aba
that
bantu
time.
nabonye mu Bushinwa.
We can work as Chinese
Aya masaha nkazanyagiramo ikindi kintu nyakoramo.
and I can do something out of the 8 hours.
Nasanze ari amasaha nshora, amasaha yo gusenga.
I found that there are hours that I can use in praying.
Ariko nari ngiye kubivuga, reka twumve hagira utubwira aya masaha we mwe muza muyakoreshamo.
Let me ask someone to tell us what he does during the 8 hours.
Aya masaha muza muyakoresha mute? Aya masaha
How do
8
you
namwe
use-
mwari muyazi ko abaho?
Did you know that there are 8 hours that you don't use well?
Bakora reka twumve Apolline. Tubwira ariya masaha 8 wewe wari uyazi?
let us hear from Apolline if she knew the 8 hours.
abigishwa ba Yesu.
We are learning how to be good disciples of Jesus.
Tumve Apolline atubwira aya masaha
We are going
umunani
to
nawe
hear
nimba
from
yaraya.
Apolline if she knew the 8 hours.
oya amasaha ntayo narahinze
I didn't know.
ntabwo wari uyazi.
ashwe
Elizabeth aya masaha wari uyazi.
Elizabeth, did you know that?
ntabwo wari uyazi. noneho ubwo aya masaha tuyavumbuye
Because
turi benshi.
we have now
Je
discovered
nayavumbuye
it.
nayabonye.
I have discovered it.
kubera iki noneho nasanze aya masaha nsanga dushobora kuba abakire badasanzwe.
And I found that we can be great rich people.
aya masaha ni amasaha nabyaza umusaruro w'akarima k'igikoni,
These are hours that I can do to make a
umwanya wo gusoma
chicken
bibiliya,
garden, that I can use to read the Bible.
umwanya wo gusenga ngaterana mu rusengero,
I can use them to pray, to come to fellowship.
kagira umurimo wundi wa kabiri kuriya w'abashinwa nabonye.
And I may have the second job or work that
hari
I can do.
umurimo principal w'akazi ke kazwi ko ariko akora.
There is the main responsibility of your job that you have to do.
Nje kubera ko ndi umushumba
And because I'm a shepherd,
nasanze ko aya masaha yandi umunani
I found that the 8 hours
ni amasaha ugomba gutekereza ugafata umwanya wo kwitegura kuja mu mirimo ukora ufite imbaraga umeze neza,
are hours that you can use for preparation so that you may go to work
udakora
when you
ibintu
are fresh,
ugezeho ahubwo ukora ibintu wateguye.
when you can use them to prepare your things so that you may be organized.
hari undi muntu wambwiye nanone twaganiriye arambwira ngo nyuma y'amasaha y'akazi ka leta
There is someone who told me that after the time that we work in,
umuntu ntagomba kujya ngo agende yicare anywa inzoga amasaha 5 cyangwa 6.
a person shouldn't go and spend his time in bars drinking beers.
ugomba kuva mu kazi warangiza ukaja mu kandi kazi kawe ya masaha yose uri bugire mu kabari.
After doing your job, you must go at your home.
ayo masaha ugafata ikindi kintu ukora mu rugo cyangwa se iwawe.
You can use that time to do something that can help you instead of going in a bar and drinking only.
niki twakora
What can we do
tuvuye mu kazi k'ubucamanza
after working as a lawyer?
tuvuye mu kazi kandi niki kindi twakora.
After doing what we have to do during the day, what can we do?
kandi naje gusanga udashobora kuryama amasaha arenga 8 uhita urwara.
And I found that you can't sleep beyond 8 hours. When you do it, you fall sick.
iyo uryamye amasaha arenga 8
When you sleep for more than 8
ahita
hours,
havumbuka ibirwara bindi bidasanzwe, uhita wumva hari ibintu bihindutse mu
you will start suffering from different diseases and you will start feeling changes in your body,
ni ukuvuga ngo
which means
ugomba kugira akandi kantu ukora.
you must have something else that you do.
naritegereje ndeba abo bantu ukuntu bakora,
I observed those people how they work.
ibiryo biri hafi aho
The food is just near,
kandi arimo arakora ibindi bintu.
and he's also doing other things.
usanga impamvu abantu baza bavumbura ibintu bidasanzwe
And I found that the reason why people discover the great
ni
things,
uko hari ibintu yikoresha, ibintu yitoza gukora kandi biri mu byara inyungu.
it is because he trains up himself to do things that will be helpful to him.
cya kintu arimo akora muri ya masaha ategereje abandi bantu baza kumugurira,
The thing that he's doing when waiting for people to buy
biraza guhurirana n'uko cya kintu naca kirangije gihurirane n'undi muntu ugikeneye naca kigura.
from him shop, he will have done his things and then we
bivuga
meet
ngo
his
urarema
customers.
akazi, umuntu arakarema, urema ibintu byinjiza.
So in being a disciple of Jesus, you must use your time efficiently. There is no time of wasting.
abantu benshi baza bavuga ko babuze akazi.
Many people say that they don't have jobs.
ubundi akazi ntabwo akazi ugashaka. Amen.
Amen.
haleluya.
Hallelujah.
Mu buzima busanzwe abantu bazi imirimo yo gukoresha amaboko,
In our normal life, there are people who use physical strength.
hari imboga zera vuba kuruta ibintu byose bishoboka. Imboga za dodo zera vuba,
There are vegetables that can grow quickly.
amen.
Amen.
Kandi abantu barazigura amafaranga menshi.
And people buy them, and they are expensive. By
Ni
the way,
ukuvuga ngo je nshobora kuzamzuka mu gitondo cya kare
let me say that I may wake up early in the
n'agasuka
morning
kanje
with my hoe,
ngahinga imboga.
and then I work the lands, I cultivate so that I may
Buri
have the
cyumweru naza
vegetables.
ninjiza amafaranga y'imboga nahinze mu gitondo cya kare mzuse kabagara narangiza nkoga nkaja muri office.
After I may do it every day, checking the field, and then
ubwo
wait
n'ubuzima
to
ndimo
get
ndababwira
them grow.
gukora. Ubuzima bwa Yesu ni ubuzima bwo gukora. Ni ukuvuga ngo abigishwa ba Yesu ni abantu bafasha, ntabwo ari abantu bafashwa.
Let me say that the disciples of Jesus helped, they don't get helped.
Munkurikire neza.
I want you to pay attention.
Iyo ngiriye abantu inama yo gukora,
When I give advices to people
hari abava
working,
muri office banyanze,
some leave the office when they hate me,
akavuga ati ariko uyu mu bishop ibintu
and then they
abwiye
say, Bishop, what you're telling me,
aranasuzuguye,
he is also despising me or
kubera ko
misrespecting
abwiye
me,
ibintu bidasanzwe.
because he's telling me things that are not ordinary.
Nigiye ku mukecuru umwe i Galilaya, nigira ku mugabo mu Bubiligi
I learned
woroye
something
inyoni.
from a woman who was living in Galilee, and another person in Belgium who was having a bird of
yanyeretse ikiraro
bats.
ce c'inyoni,
He showed me a
ambwira ko
farm of
inyoni imwe
bats,
ayigurisha amayero 70.
and he told me that one bird costs 70 euros,
kandi azizindukamo mu gitondo, yarangiza no ku mugoroba avuye mu kazi akongera kandi akazigarukamo ya masaha
and he
8
checks
nabonye ica abandi baza bayakoresha.
them in the morning or the evening, and I have found that some people use that
Akazuka
time
kare
well.
akaja mu
He
kiraro
wakes
ce
up early
c'inyoni,
to check and go in the farm of birds
yarangiza
that he
akitegura
has.
akaja mu kazi ka.
After preparing himself, he goes and work.
Ako niko kazi kazwi ko yasohotse yagiye mu mirimo,
That's what people know, that he has
yagaruka ku
gone to work.
mugoroba akongera kandi akasura ikiraro
But
c'inyoni.
at the evening he will come and visit his farm.
Ndongera mbona umukecuru i Galilaya abyuka mu gitondo kare,
And there is also a woman that I saw in Galilee waking up early.
akuhira imboga ze zo mu gipangu mu rugo.
She will water or best her vegetables.
Yari afite ibiti by'imbuto
She had trees of fruits
akagiramo n'imboga,
and also vegetables.
kandi afite pisine aho ngaho,
She had a swimming pool near,
afite ibintu byose bishoboka biri aho ngaho iwe,
and she had all possible good things near her.
ariko akabyukira mu karima k'imboga
But she will wake up early in the morning to go and check her field or her
n'ibiti bye
garden
by'imbuto.
and the trees that yield fruits.
Yarangiza akitegura vuba
And she will prepare herself
akaja mu kazi gakuru gakomeye,
to go to her workplace.
ariko yazindutse mu mirimo ye
But after checking
ya buri gitondo mu rugo.
her garden,
Ni gute twaba abigishwa ba Yesu kandi tutasaba?
how can we be disciples of Jesus without being beggars?
Ukaba umwigishwa wa Yesu
You
mwiza
become a
kandi
good
uzi gukora, uvuga ngo ibyo ari byo byose.
Walking, saying,
Naje gusanga abantu bakunda abantu bo mu mujyi.
people, citizens,
Mu mujyi twese tubyuka twoga,
in this city we all wake up, but we first go to bath.
tugakenera amavuta yo kwisiga,
We need lotion,
tugakenera kunywa icyayi,
and we need to take tea in the morning.
tugasohoka.
We go out,
Kandi iyo dusohotse
and when we go out,
twese tuba dusa neza,
we are all smart.
ariko abahanga
But wise
mu gukora
in working,
asohoka asa neza,
he goes out when he is smart.
ariko ushobora gutangazwa nuko yari yambaye bote mu gitondo,
But you may be amazed of how he was looking in the morning
ariho afumbira imirima ye,
when he was basting his fields,
warangiza ukamusanga mu modoka nziza,
and then you find him in a beautiful car,
kandi yagiye mu yindi mirimo.
yet he was doing other things before.
Kubera iki dukora iyo mirimo yose?
Why do we do all those things?
Ugera mu rwego ukavuga ngo singomba kugura imboga,
You reach a level and you say, I must not buy vegetables in the market.
ntabwo nzagura imbuto,
I will not buy fruits.
hari ibintu byinshi ngomba kwikorera.
There are many things that I can do by myself.
Kubera iki?
Why?
Hari igihe haza ibiza,
Because plagues may come.
ibiza nk'ubu muri iki gihe hari imvura nyinshi.
Like in this time, there is much rain.
Imvura iraza igatwara amazu, igatwara imirima, igatwara
Rain
ibintu
may
bitandukanye.
come and destroy many things, fields, houses.
Ariko ishobora gutwara imboga ariko hagasigara ibiti by'imbuto.
Yes, your fields may be destroyed, but your fruits that yield fruit,
Ushobora
your trees
kutarya
that
imboga
yield
uwo
fruits may
munsi
be.
ariko ushobora kurya urubuto wasoromye mu rugo.
You may not eat vegetables on that day, but eat fruits.
Kubera iki ndimo mbabwira ibi bintu?
Why am I telling you these things?
Umwigishwa wa Yesu
A disciple of Jesus
ni umukozi,
is a hardworking man.
yatojwe gukora,
He is trained to work
agaburira abakene.
and he feeds the poor.
Yesu yazaga agaburira abakene,
Jesus would feed the poor.
abantu bashonje,
People were hungry.
akatubura ibyo kurya bikiyongera.
He would multiply the food so that he may be able to have
Iwe
people.
yarahingaga mu kwizera agahita ahinga mu minota
would
mike bikaba
cultivate.
bireze, agatubura ibihari bakarya
He
bagahaga.
would work the land and then multiply what he had so that
Ariko
he may
igihe
be
twebwe
able
dufite
to
umwanya
feed.
wo kuba bitari ngombwa ko dutubura bikeya bihari.
But because it is not necessary for us to multiply the
Ubu
few we
gutubura
have,
kwacu
our multiplication,
nuko dufite imvura,
it is because we have
tukagira izuba,
rain, we have the sun,
tukagira ubutaka buhagije,
we have enough land,
dufite umwanya.
we have the time.
Hari abantu baterura ibyuma mu gitondo,
There are people who carry heavy things for
mu
exercise
gitondo
in the
cya kare
morning. In
akazinduka
the
aterura
morning,
ibyuma,
he will wake up
ibisima bafungira
carrying
bafata
heavy
ibintu.
things,
Noneho akazinduka aterura ibyuma.
and then he wakes up early in the morning carrying heavy things for exercise.
Nje naje gusanga hari imbaraga zipfa ubusa.
I found that there is strength that we misuse.
Imbaraga umuntu azinduka aterura ibyuma,
So the strength that you misuse carrying heavy things for physical exercises,
wagira ikiraro cy'inyoni,
you may have a farm for birds.
ukagira ikiraro cy'inyoni, ukazinduka mu nyoni uzitegura,
Then you wake up checking
uzigaburira,
them, feeding them.
aho kugira ngo uterure ibyuma.
Instead of carrying heavy things for physical exercise.
Nje byarantangaje ukuntu aterura icuma
I was amazed by how he carries
ariko
heavy
adafite
things
agasuka mu rugo,
without having a hoe at home.
ariko akagira icuma
But he has
yashizemo imicanga n'amasima,
things that help him to have physical exercises, to be fit.
akazinduka abiterura.
And then he works up carrying those
Umugoroba
things.
hari umugabo wanshimishije,
At the evening, there is someone who pleased me a lot.
yambwiye ukuntu aheka ibikapu bye akazamuka umusozi akamanuka undi akongera akazamuka undi.
He told me of how he can carry his bags on his back and then he climbs a mountain.
Arambwira ngo abahetse igikapu
And he told me that he carries a bag on his back
kandi ageze iminsi ine ataryama,
and he has spent 4 days without sleeping,
kandi agakora amanywa agakora nijoro.
working day and night.
Amubwira ati none se wa mugabo wowe byagenze gute?
And then I asked him what happened.
Arambwira ngo karitoza gukora.
And he told me that he's training up himself to work.
Ndavuga ati uri umuhanga.
And then I said, you're very
Arambwira ngo
wise.
karitoza gukora.
And he told me that I'm training up myself to work.
Bene data hari ibintu bikomeye.
Brothers, there are great things.
Naje gusanga dufite espace hano.
I found that we have a space
Habuze
here.
umuvolonteri n'umwe waza azinduka aho guterura ibyuma ngo aze atere imbuto,
But no
azikorera
volunteer
amasuku,
can come,
nidusohoka
plant trees,
cyumweru turya imbuto.
so that at the end of the week we may have fruits from the trees that yield fruits.
Nyamara ibi bintu turimo dutekereza
Yet the things that we are thinking about,
ni ubuzima,
that should be our
ni
lifestyle.
ugutekereza gukora.
We think of working.
Amen.
Amen.
Nza nseka abantu bazinduka ukabona afite envelope agiye ku isoko agiye kugura, wareba ibyo yaguze
I always laugh when
biri
people
muri
go
ya envelope harimo imboga,
go and buy at the market And in the envelope they have vegetables.
dodo imera ahantu hose aho uyijugunye hose irazamuka.
Yet there are kinds of vegetables that can grow in every field when it is a rainy season.
Ariko umuntu akaja
But
ku
someone
isoko
goes at the market
akaza afite envelope y'imboga
and then he comes having an envelope filled with vegetables.
kandi we hari espace
Yet
hari
at his
metero
home
kare nibura nka 15
there are like 15 square meters
ziraho.
that are misused.
Noneho numvise ko umuntu ashobora no guhinga hejuru y'inzu.
So I have heard that you can also work the land or cultivate on your roof.
Nabikurikiye nsanga birashoboka.
I have found that it is possible for you to cultivate at your roof.
Ya mavaze tutereka hejuru
The
nk'iyi
vase that we put as we have them here,
iyi vaze ushatse wahingamo imboga kandi
You can-
ibintu bigakunda.
you can use it to have vegetables or to cultivate vegetables in them.
Abakora ama etage barangiza hejuru bagashiraho igisenge ushatse wazureka hakaba ikibanza hejuru
So you may,
ugashiraho.
those who have flats,
Amen.
amen.
Mureke mbabwire tugomba abakristo ntibagomba gusaba.
So Christians should not beg.
Ndiho ndababwira ni ibintu bikomeye ko
I'm
ndavuga ibintu
telling you,
bikomeye.
I'm talking about great things.
Umukristo mwiza
A good Christian
agomba gusaba abatizera.
should not beg to unbelievers.
Tugomba kuba tuba abambere mu gutanga urugero rwiza mu gukora.
We must be the first to give a good example in working.
Haleluya.
Hallelujah.
Haleluya.
Hallelujah.
Harabo twaganiriye barambwira ngo ngwibona abantu bo mu mujyi.
I talk to people and some of them say that they are
Ariko saa
citizens.
sita izigera abantu bo mu mujyi bose bagiye muri restaurant.
But at noon, all people of the city go in restaurants.
Kandi ibyo kurya byo muri restaurant byinshi biba bitetse nabi.
Let me say that in the restaurants they don't cook well. The
Iyo
meal.
urebye mu gikoni ca restaurant
When you check-
zo mu mujyi inyinshi ntabwo haba hasa neza.
When you check the kitchens of the restaurants, many of them are not clean.
Kandi iyo urebye n'imboga batetse
And when you even check the vegetables that they cook,
ukavuga nti je ndarya ibyatsi nibyo nshaka.
you may say that I want grass, that's the only
Nyamara
thing I
iwawe
want.
birahari
Yet you have them at your home,
ariko ntabwo babihaye agaciro.
but you don't value them.
Bene data nimba dushaka kuba abantu bo mu mujyi,
Brothers, if we want to be good citizens,
abantu babaye mu mujyi kera
people lived in the city before.
nibo bahanga mu gukora,
Those are the wise in working,
ni nabo bagira akarima k'igikoni.
and they also have kitchen gardens.
Ariko umuntu uje mu mujyi vuba
But a person who is new in the city,
ariruhutse akavuga ngo imirimo y'ubukoroni
he will rest and say the
Yo
things of the
guhinga.
colony of working the land,
ndayikize.
I am saved from them.
Nyamara Imana
Yet-
yaturemye iduha guhinga, tuzahinga ubutaka kugeza tubuvuyeho.
We shall always work the land.
Urahinga
You will work the land
kugeza uvuye ku isi.
till the time you will die.
Reka nkubwire kuja mu ruganda ukirirwa mu myotsi yo mu nganda
Let me say that going in industries and also smelling the smoke of the industry,
nako ni uguhinga.
that is also working the land.
Kuja mu biro
Going in your office,
ukirirwa utekereza wandika,
you spend your time using
nta
your
yindi
mental
suka
efforts.
irenze iyo ngiyo.
There is no other greater
Ni
work than
ukunyurwa gusa
that.
n'isuka iyo ari yo yose wafashe.
You must be content with any kind of hoe you have.
Isuka wafashe
The hoe that you're carrying,
yifate kandi uyikoreshe neza.
hold it fast and use it well.
Ba metri iyo bambaye ibikanzu
When lawyers
barimo baburanira abantu.
are wearing their garments when they are helping people,
Umuavoka w'umuhanga iyo yambaye ikanzu
wise
aragenda
lawyer-
akinjira mu modoka, iyo ageze iwe yambara bote
when a wise man will go out his home and then change his shoes
akavomerera ibiti by'imbuto.
and he will start besting the trees that yield fruit.
Ni amasaha 8 mureke tuyabyaza umusaruro.
Let's use well our 8 hours that we
Natekereje uburyo
have.
abantu babura umwanya wo gusenga kandi dufite amasaha 8.
I thought of how sometimes people lose the time to pray, yet there are 8 hours
Kandi iyo
that we don't
dufashe
know.
umwanya munini mu rusengero ni amasaha 3.
Yet when we spend much of the time in
Ariko
the
ubundi
church, we
dukoresha
only
amasaha abiri.
spend 3 hours. But you
Andi
used
masaha
to.
6 turayakoresha iki?
What are the things that we are doing in the 6 remaining hours?
abantu bumva bafashe ingamba zo kuza
So people
bazinduka,
have taken decisions.
abantu bumva batagomba kuba abakene,
People think that they shouldn't be poor.
abantu bumva bagomba kuba abafasha.
People think that they should be
Umwigishwa
happy.
mwiza wa Yesu
A good disciple of Jesus
ni umuntu ufasha.
is a person who helps others.
Naje gukurikira ubushakashatsi nakoze mu buryo bwo gutekereza k'umushumba,
There is a research I made when I was thinking.
nasanze ibihugu byose byo ku isi abantu bose bakenera kurya.
I found that in all countries of the world,
Nabanje
all people need
gutekereza ko hari
to
ababaho
eat.
bataza barya.
I first say that maybe there
Naje
are people
gusanga
who don't eat.
n'abakristo bararya.
Let me say that even Christians eat.
Nari nzi ko abakristo bo bagomba gutungwa n'umwuka gusa ariko ntibarye.
I thought that Christians should only live by the Spirit and
Naje
don't need to
gusanga
eat.
n'abakristo nabo bakenera kurya.
But I found that Christians also need to eat.
Tekereza ko umuntu wese arasonza agakenera kurya.
And then I said that every person may feel hungry and then needs to eat.
Nyamuneka aho gufata amasaha 8 uri kuri filime,
So instead of spending your 8 hours watching a movie,
fata ayo masaha uyabyaza ikindi kintu.
so make the most of that time.
Naje gusanga tuzi no gukora umuganda.
I found that we also know how to participate in community work.
Iyo dukora umuganda
When we are participating in community
tuba
work,
dufite amasuka, tuba dufite imihoro, tuba
we
dufite
carry
ibikoresho
hoes,
bitandukanye.
different instruments or tools that can help us.
Ndumva iri somo tugomba kurirangiza twese tubaye abakozi.
I think that at the end of the lesson we all be hardworking men.
Abumva bagiye kuba abakozi
Those who think that they are going to be
mu buryo
good,
bw'umwuka tukaba
hardworking.
aba mbere,
in the spiritually we
mu
must be
buryo
the
bwo gukora
first.
akazi gasanzwe ntituba abanebwe.
And also in our workplaces we shouldn't be sluggish.
Reka duhaguruke dusenge.
Let us rise and pray.
Yesu abatizwa mu mazi menshi,
When Jesus got baptized in much water,
kwari kugira ngo hatazagira bitwaza ko Yesu atabatijwe.
he did it so that people may not have an excuse saying that he wasn't baptized.
Impamvu tuja mu mashuri kugira ngo twige
The reason why we go to school so that we may study,
ni ukugira ngo hatazagira abantu badusuzugura ko tutize.
we do it so that people may not despise us that we are not educated.
Impamvu dukora
The reason why we work,
ni ukugira ngo abapagani batazavuga ko turi abanebwe tutazi gukora.
we do it so that heathens may not tell us that we are sluggish, we don't know how to work.
Ikindi kintu nitegereje nasanze nta muntu utagira nta muntu n'umwe Imana yaremye udafite ico amaze, udafite ico ashoboye.
I found that everyone, each one of us has a certain ability.
Twese ntabwo tuzaba abadepite,
We'll not all be deputies.
twese ntabwo tuzaba abaministre,
We'll not all be ministers.
twese ntabwo tuzaba abahinzi,
We will not all be
twese
agriculturists.
ntituzaba aborozi.
We will not all be birders.
Ariko mvuze gutyo ngo ntituzaba abahinzi n'aborozi,
But when I say that we will not all be farmers or
hari
breeders,
imirimo ibiri abantu bose bo ku isi bahuriyeho:
there are two things that are common to all people:
guhinga no korora.
cultivating and land and breeding.
Niyo mirimo twese duhuriyeho mu rwego rw'isi.
These are things that are common to all of us.
Ibihugu bikomeye n'ibyoroheje twese duhuriye mu guhinga no korora.
Developed countries, we all do live in cattle and also agriculture.
Kandi ni nabyo bitunze isi,
And these are things that are helping the world to
nibyo
sustain.
bigize isi. Kurya no kunywa ni ibintu by'abantu.
Eating and drinking, this is common. These are things common to all people.
Imana itwagure mu gukora,
May God enlarge our borders in working,
kandi dutekereze yuko tugomba gufasha isi
and we should think that we must help the world.
mu rwego rw'ikoranabuhanga. Tuba aba mbere
In technology, we should be the first.
mu kugaburira abakene, tuba aba mbere.
In feeding the hungry, we should be the first.
Data ndagushimira,
Father, bless your name.
turashaka kuba abigishwa ba
We
Yesu,
want to be
nyakuri.
true disciples of Christ,
twirinda ibyaha,
avoiding sins
twirinda ubunebwe,
and avoiding laziness,
dukora cyane,
working hard,
dufasha abakene,
helping the poor,
dufasha abananiwe
helping those who are burdened,
kubera ko turi abigishwa nyakuri ba Kristo.
because we are true disciples of Christ.
Yesu ntabwo yari umunebwe,
Jesus was not lazy.
Yesu yari umukozi,
Jesus was hardworking.
Yesu yari umunyembaraga,
Jesus was powerful.
Yesu yari afite umugambi mwiza wo gufasha
Jesus had a good plan of helping the
isi
world,
tuyihindura kubera ko tuyiyobora.
and we lead this world.
Saba ngo duhe imbaraga
I
nshya,
pray so that you may give us new power.
twinjize mu murongo wo kuramya no
May you
guhimbaza,
enable us to be in the land of praise and worship.
kandi dukoresha amaboko waduhaye,
And may we use what the hands
dukoresha
you give.
ubwenge waduhaye.
May we use what the wisdom you gave us.
Abakristo be kuba abanebwe,
May Christians not be sluggish,
ahubwo baba abakozi beza
but may they be good servants or hardworking people who have blessing
muri byose.
in everything.
Urakoze mwami,
Thank you, Lord,
duhaye kwaguka
for giving us
no gutera imbere muri
prosperity
byose.
and to think one in
izina rya Yesu
everything. In
dusenze.
Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
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 Amashyi menshi ku Mana yacu.
A round of applause for our God.
Amashyi menshi ku muvugabutumwa yakoresheje.
A round of applause for the preacher he used.
Reka duhe akanya abahageze twarangije gutura.
Let us give an opportunity to people who did not give their offering so that they may offer. Missouri may help us.
Oye kose nzagushira hejuru, ndirimba izina ryawe Mana, mvuga ineza yawe, uko mbishoboye kose nzagushira hejuru, ndirimba izina ryawe Mana, mvuga ineza, uko mbishoboye kose nzagushira hejuru, ndirimba izina ryawe, izina ryawe Mana, mvuga ineza, uko mbishoboye kose nzagushira hejuru, izina ryawe Mana, ineza, uko mbishoboye kose nzagushira hejuru, izina ryawe Mana, ineza, uko mbishoboye kose nzagushira hejuru, izina ryawe Mana, ineza yawe.
Amen.
Amen.
Dusabe Prophetic Bishop
Let's request Prophetic Bishop to pray,
aheshe umugisha abamaze guturira Imana,
to bless those who have given offerings,
adusoreza n'amateraniro y'umugoroba.
concluding the fellowship of this evening.
Sabe duhaguruke dufatanye isengesho.
Let me ask you to rise.
Uri igitangaza mwami,
You are wonderful, Lord.
tugushimiye abera bawe bazanye amaturo,
Thank you for the saints who have brought offerings.
bazanye ibya cumi,
They have brought tithes.
batanze umwanya wabo kuba mu rusengero.
They have given their time in being in
Basaba
the church.
umugisha,
I pray so that they may be
amahirwe,
blessed. I pray so that they may be
kwaguka
pray that so that
no
they prosper
kurindwa.
and be protected.
iteraniro uriho umugisha,
May you bless the assembly.
ukomeze kugira ijoro ryiza,
May we be good
kandi tuba abigishwa nyakuri ba Kristo,
and may we be good disciples of
dukiranuka
Jesus,
muri byose.
being righteous in
Mu
everything.
izina rya Yesu dusenze.
In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.